Hello everyone and welcome to Flosstube number 17. Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. Whether you're new or you've come back, thank you so much for being here. My name is Lizzie and today I'm going to film a Flosstube video and talk about all things cross stitch. We have a lot fully finished items today. A couple finishes that aren't fully finished and some whips, as well as two acquisitions or haul items and one I want to talk to you about that I'm going to put a finish on. So let's jump right in because we have 8 fully finished items today. So the first one is actually, I have 2 of these, and this is Santa Waving Goodnight by the Prairie Schooler. This is from the Just Cross Stitch Ornaments magazine of 2016. So here they are. I have 2 of them. They're stitched exactly the same, although there's one stitch off on this one, so we're gonna ignore that. If you notice a little difference, but they're stitched exactly the same. They're finished mostly the same. So let me show you this one first. So this one, I did change the red on both of them to 817. I used 895 for the green, 3371, and then just a blanc for that, and then I used the called for the face. But the fabric is just a red plaid that I got from Hobby Lobby. The fabric is a 32 count lambswool, which I coffee tea dyed. I have this Lori Holt rickrack, which I use for the hanger, which I sandwiched in between. And then I have some Lori Holt rickrack around the actual stitching. So what I did for this one, and you'll see I did this for quite a few of my ornaments because I really like the way this looks, is I did a sandwich of sticky board with batting, sticky board with a sandwich with sticky board with batting on the back, sticky board with batting on the front, and then I did my stitch piece on a piece of sticky board that was a little bit smaller with also some batting. I really like the look of the batting. It just makes it feel more finished to me and looks, I don't know, I just like the look of it better. There is that one. And then I have this one, which is stitched the same way, same colors. I do have one stitch off there, but I kind of think he's cute. This little hat a little bit more to the side. And this one, instead of doing the rickrack, so I actually ran out of rickrack, I used some green cording. So I took the 895 and I just corded that, and I did the cording for the hanger on this one, again sandwiched in between. Did the same thing with the sticky board and the batting. There you go. And you can see that that is the hanger as well. I did make this hanger a little bit long for my liking, but yeah. The reason why I made 2 of these is I am sending them to a stitcher. I talked about in my last video, Hobbies of Holly shared that Jenny Massini, I believe I'm saying that right, lost her home due to a fire during Hurricane Helene, or in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, maybe actually. Don't quote me on that. Go to my last video where I have the correct details. So yeah, one of these is for me and one of these is for her. I haven't decided which one yet. I love them both. I think they're both really, really cute. So yeah, there are those. And then let's continue with the Prairie Schooler. So this is the Prairie Schooler 12 Days of Christmas Santas. This is day number 7. Here he is. I stitched him on 18 count DMC natural. And I've changed the red to 817. I just love that brighter red. I finished him the same way. We have the, there we go. We have the sticky board on the back. I didn't do batting on the back of this one, but the front piece does have batting, and then my stitching has batting, so let me do it like this. I didn't do anything around the actual stitching, but I did use some white rickrack. This is also Lori Holt rickrack for the hanger there. And yeah, if you've seen my other videos, you see it basically finished the same as the rest of them. I've just changed the hangers a little bit on all of them, but yeah. There's day number 7. So we're over halfway done with those. Next is another ornament finish. This is Iced Coffee Cafe by Country Cottage Needleworks. Why does my stitching look crooked? Is that just me? I have not noticed that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to try to fix that. Okay. Okay. I think if I just pull it a little bit tighter, right? Oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna have to fix that because that's really bothering me. It looks like a Whoville coffee shop, which is cute, but wow, yeah, that's really bothering me. I'm gonna go back and fix that somehow. So yeah, this is the Iced Coffee Cafe. I used the called for fabric and the called for DMC conversion within the pattern. I did go around it with that white Lori Holt rickrack, which the camera is not picking up super well, but it is all around it and it's poking out all around it. which is all around it, is poking out all around the sides. It's kind of blending in with the fabric on camera, but it's not doing that in person. And then I did the hanger. This one's a little bit skinnier. And this one only did one piece of sticky board with batting on the back. And then I just put the stitching with batting on the front. And I'm gonna straighten that out. You can't really tell. I don't know. I think you can tell more on the camera because I can't really tell when I'm looking at it very much either. I don't know. Figure that out. But anyway, then I use this pink ticking stripe fabric on the back, which I think is really cute, and I like that with the ready pink house. So yeah, there is this one. That's ornament finish number 4. Next is Not a Creature Was Stirring. This is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and I got this from the Just Cross Stitch Ornaments magazine 2016 as well. And these magazine patterns I actually get from Readily, and if you sign up right now, I think you can get a 2-month free trial. If not, I know it's definitely 1 month. So definitely look into that because I've got a lot of my, honestly, all of my magazine patterns from there. This is stitch for 2/2. No. It's stitch for 2/1 on Zweigart Vintage. Here is my finish. There we go. So I think it's really cute. I love this one. I'm trying to get my hand out of the hanger there. So basically I put the stitching on a piece of sticky board with batting, and then I just glued it to this ornament, which I painted red. This is a just a Hobby Lobby. See the back, it's just a wooden blank ornament. That's what the front looked like. And so get out of the way. So I painted it red, and then I just took that gingerbread man color, put some cording around him, and then I got this little gingerbread house little wooden cutout, which I got from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I just think that's really cute. So I like this one. I like that's a little bit different too. Yeah, I think it's really, really cute. I love the green on that. I think it's blue spruce. I don't remember if it's Classic Color Works or Week Style Works. It's one of the two, I think. But yeah, I just love the coloring of that. And such a simple little ornament that's so cute. Next two, which I don't know. I like these. I don't love them. This is, flip through, let's see. Okay, Holiday Spirit by Sampler Bird Stitchery. I showed these to you in my last video. I've stitched them on 25 count Vintage Country Mocha, 2/2, and I use Cupid and Spinach from Classic Color Works. And here they are. One of them again is for Jenny, so one for me, one for her. This one's probably gonna be hers because I like it better. But this one, I'll show you. Okay, so basically what I did is I bought this red, instead of buying red chenille by like Lady Dot or something like that, I saw somebody say you could use yarn. And so I did that, and I bought some yarn, honestly, off Amazon. And I don't think it looks bad, but I don't love it. And I wish I'd given myself some more margin at the top, maybe. I don't know. The shape was hard to do, and I had originally had less here. And like it was like this, and I didn't like that. I feel like it needed some more space at the top, but I didn't have room to put more space at the bottom. Or I feel like it needed more space at the bottom, but I didn't have room to put more space at the top. And then I used to use this gray and white striped fabric on the back, and then I just continued that up as the hanger. And then we have that on this one as well. Except that one I did a couple layers of the chenille. This one I only did one, which I think I definitely like better. I did this one second. I definitely think I like that better. And I feel like my proportions on this one are a little bit better. So yeah, this one is going to go to Jenny, and this one is going to be mine. So I know what I'm going to do for those two, but I do like it. I think it's a fun shape, and it'll look really nice on the tree, as long as you don't look at it too closely. Because like this one, when I did the multiple layers, you see there's a little bit of glue there, and I originally used tacky glue, and then I would not recommend this chenille yarn, the one I use specifically, and now other ones might be just fine, but it really shed a lot. And so like even when I was pulling out these ornaments to get ready for the Flosstube, like writing everything down, everything had red chenille on it, and it was just like the fuzz from it. And so I'm afraid I don't love it. I think it's fine once it's done, but I don't love working with it. So definitely, I won't link that below, but if I find a good one, I'll link it below. But I'm going to try a couple more brands because I didn't love the brand I chose. But it is good bang for your buck because you're spending $6 for a whole roll of yarn. Anyway, so I'm going to keep searching. I'm going to be on the hunt for that to find like a good brand that doesn't shed too much. I know it's going to shed a little bit, but I feel like it shed very excessively. All right, and then my very last finish, which I'm very excited about, is Rocky. This is from Paw Patrol. It is a free pattern I found online, which I will link below. And I stitched this on 14 count brown perforated paper. I stitched it 2/1. I did change the blue here to 824. And I finished this, like I said, it is perforated paper. I used Vanna Pfeiffer's tutorial. I did edit it a little bit with like the cording and the hanger, but she did 4 layers of mat board, which I did. And then she finished hers. Oh, there's a little fuzzy. There we go. She finished hers, one of those red fuzzies actually. She finished hers with a piece of scrapbook paper on the back, which I also did. I just did not continue my cording up for the hanger. That was really all I did differently. Instead, I did white rickrack with a button to cover where it meets in the back. And I will link the scrapbook paper below because I believe it's like $7 for a pack of really cute scrapbook paper. It's strawberry themed, but I thought this green was perfect. And then I'm actually going to do one more, which you'll see the star up today. And there was a red one, a red version of that as well. So yeah, I love him and I really like his, I don't know why the cording kind of looks messy on camera. It does not in person. I guess probably because it just the mixed colors kind of comes off that way. But yeah, there is Rocky. And I think he's my favorite of the bunch. All right, so those are my fully finished. Now let me go into my 2 finishes. Finish number 1 is One Child by Nancy Waller of Faithwork Designs. I stitched this 2/2 on 25 count steel blue from Artiste. I did sub that chronic. This is supposed to be a chronic for a DMC Etoile. And I didn't have too many issues with it. It was a little annoying, but it wasn't terrible. I really wanted to get this one finished, but A, I ran on a sticky board, and B, I did order some fabrics from 123 Stitch, and a couple of them were not in stock, and so they emailed me, and I was like, just cancel the order because I need them soon, and so I just went in store and bought some stuff. But I'm going to get this one finished for next year. I just want a really cute nativity fabric. Just very simple, very sweet. But yeah, I really like it. And that chronic, it doesn't, not chronic, the DMC Etoile does not show up great on camera, but it's, there you go, you can see a little bit more. It's so pretty in person. Next is what I worked on Halloween. This is a Candy a Day by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'm stitching it on 14 count design works light blue, using all the called for, and if you'll remember, all I had to do was fill in that purple, and so I just went and filled in all the purple on him and got him done. I'm thinking he would be a really cute flat fold to put beside like a candy bowl or something. So it's my current plans for him. We'll see if that changes between this year and next year. But I do think he's really, really cute. Oh, eating my hair. I do think he's really, really cute. I like him. He's so sweet. Okay. So those are my finishes. Now let me get into my whips. I think I only have 3 or 4 whips, just because that is what I focused on, was those ornaments. I finished stitching all of those ornaments except these 2. Oh, and this one, except these 3. I finished stitching all of them as well as fully finished them. Saturday, I had a fully finishing day and I had like everything laid out on my kitchen counter. And I had a few other surfaces. It was like, this is where the finishes are, this is where the embellishments are, this is where the fabric is. And I would go and pull, and then I would bring it back to my workstation for each one. And I'd finish it, and then I'd put everything back, and then I'd reset for the next ornament. It was kind of fun, actually. I did enjoy it. All right, next is Marshall. So this is gonna be another Paw Patrol ornament like Rocky, but this is Marshall, and my string and needle is hanging. There we go. You can see him a little bit there. I just started him literally Sunday, so he's come a long way. I want to finish him. Today's currently Wednesday. I want to finish him by Saturday so I can get him fully finished because I'm putting up my tree Sunday. But basically all of this is done. All of that. It just has to be back stitched. So what I need to do is I need to fill that in. This is all white, besides his spots, his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. It's all white fill-in, and this is all white fill-in, and this is all white fill-in. So I just basically need to go and fill in everything that's white, do the details, and then back stitch it. So I think I can have it done. I think I can have the stitching done tomorrow, and then do the back stitching Friday is my thought, because I'm going to work on him right after this video and try to at least get started on his face, maybe get this ear done. But yeah, he is on 14 count perforated paper. Again, a free pattern from the same designer, This pattern, I know I mentioned with Rocky in the last video that pattern wasn't the clearest. This one is more clear. It's a little bit easier to read and understand. And so it didn't take me quite as long with this one because I wasn't like second guessing what I was doing the whole time, which was very nice. So yeah, excited for him. Stitching him 2/1 and with all the called for flosses on that one. Okay, next is the Prairie Schooler 12 Days of Christmas Santas. I'm working on day 8. See, there we go. All right, so here is day 8. So basically Santa is pretty much done. I think I have to do that right there. I think I have to do a little bit more right there, and then the bucket he's holding, and then he's done. I just have to do the cow and then finish the number 8. And then I'll be done. I do think I'm going to put this up. I'm a little bit tired of working on smalls just from finishing all those ornaments. So I definitely am, once I finish Marshall and get him fully finished, I'm going to focus on some bigger projects, which you will see reflected in the next few whips. So yeah, he is being stitched on 18 count natural. Again, I changed the red to 817 and I changed the dark red to 815. And yeah, I think that's everything. So there is number 8. I then have one that I just took out of the hoop, so please ignore the lines. I'm kind of switching between this and Marshall, whether I want to work on a big or small project. But this is Soaring Santa by Stitcherovia. You can get it from Stitcherovia's Etsy shop. It is under a different name. I personally got it from the Ultimate Cross Stitch Christmas Magazine 2020, volume 19, which again I got from Readily. And here is my stitching on it. I'm stitching it 2/2 with the called for flosses on 18 count DMC white fabric. And if you've seen before, I did soften this by putting it in a little bit of hot water in Dawn, I believe is what I did. So yeah, this is almost a page finish. Like I said, I'm doing the magazine, but this is almost a page finish on the bottom. I just have to bring the rest of that up right here. And then I'll move on to the next one. I do think my fabric is definitely too big because I did measure it, and this is like, there's 3 more of these. So we got 1, 2, 3. So there's definitely going to be some space on my fabric, which I don't mind, but yeah. It's going to be really nice. I love seeing this one come together. I feel like this is one where I'll stitch on it and I'll be like, ugh, I'm getting nowhere with this. Like, there's no progress at all. And then I'll put in like another strand or 2 and I'll be like, oh my gosh, it looks like I've done so much. I believe I've added the house. I filled in the rest of that blue and added a few trees since the last time I showed it to you. But this is definitely going to be one I want to focus on during the Christmas season because I'm very excited about this one. A pie in the sky goal would be to finish all the bottom, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. So I'm just going to keep working on it. Next is my very last whip. And then I have a little bit to show you, but this is Gilmore Girls by Stitch Area on Etsy. You do have to message them if you want this pattern. And this is what we have so far. I'm stitching it on 32 count lambswool, 2/2 with the call for flosses. Since last time, I filled in Mrs. Kim's antique sign. I have not backstitched it yet. I need to do that, but I'm trying to get some more fill-in done before I come back and backstitch it. And let me fold it. It's getting to the point where I'm not going to be able to fold it anymore. All right, so basically I put in knit-a-thon in the little yarn ball, and right now I'm starting to fill this in. I outlined all of this. That needs to be filled in red. That needs to be filled in green. And that is kind of my goals before next time, is to fill in the books. And I'm saying this out loud because I definitely want to get this done. I want to fill in the books, have the books finished. I want to fill this in, backstitch it, have this finished. Same with this, and same with that Mrs. Kim's antique sign. This is Bloom 1. I just love working on it. Just absolutely adore it. So yeah, this is going to be my focus once I finish Marshall. Once I finish Marshall, I really want to work on this and switch between this and the Stitchery or Stitcherovia one. Yeah, and then we'll see what fits in between, because I always get bored and find myself working on something else. Maybe a Mill Hill start. I have a Mill Hill It's been kitted up and ready and in my like stitching basket of like, this is what you're working on currently. So that'll probably get started. But yeah, now let's get into a little bit of haul. I only have 2 things to show you, and they're both from the antique store, but one of them is going to be for a finish. So you may remember me finishing this. This is by the chimney by the Prairie Schooler. I used spinach, cupid, 3371 and Blanc, and I just love this. And I've been looking for a book to finish it on, and I found this one. And I've actually been eyeing this for the past couple months when we've been going to the antique store, but it was $16, and I was like, I don't need to spend $16 on a book just because I like the color green. I'll eventually find another book. But the booth was having a 50% off sale, and I was like, okay, I've been eyeing this. It's $8. I'm gonna buy it. So I didn't even measure it. I should have. I didn't have my measuring tape with me. And I haven't measured it before now because I was like, I'm not spending $60 on a book. I'll find another book. But it's gonna fit just perfectly. It is the Sociology and Social Problems in Nursing. So you can still read it if you want to once I finish it. But I'm gonna do a book finish. You can see I've kind of tucked it up a little bit. There is gonna be a little bit of space on the book. You'll be able to see it. But is there any good tutorials you know of book finishes? When I looked up cross stitch book finish, maybe I'm wording it wrong, mostly what came up was bookmark finishes, but I really want to finish this on the front of this book, and if I don't see any, then I'll just figure it out myself. But I'm very excited about this. That green just matches so nicely. Give you a close-up. It really draws a lot of those tones of green in there. It's like a good middle tone for it. So just, yeah, perfect. Very excited about that. Can't believe I found that. And then the other thing I found, I've been doing stitching cases. I did a spring one. I believe I showed that one to y'all. And then I did a Halloween one, which I don't think I showed you. But I found this tin at the antique store. I don't know how old it is. I don't think it's that old. I just thought he was so cute. I loved him. And it's all red inside. It does not feel old. So it was like $5. I don't know the price. I took the tag off. There's like a remnant of the tag. I tried to get most of it off, but I haven't got all of it yet. I have to go back with a little bit of rubbing alcohol or like a hairdryer or something. But my thought is that I can make this my Christmas stitching box. I can put a magnet in there, like my needle minders, all my needles. I thought maybe I could somehow put like a temporary divider in there so I could have space for like my orts and my scissors and things like that. So I may or may not do that. I might actually do that privately and then show it to you when I'm done. And if it worked out well, I might do another one in the future and like show you a tutorial of how I did it. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, there is that. So yeah, that's all my stitching. We'll do a little bit of personal life update. Like I said, I'm putting up my Christmas tree this weekend, which I'm very excited about. The plan is to go get the tree out of the storage unit on Saturday and then put it up that night, put lights on it. And then the next day, there's a place near us about 45 minutes away, and it's called a Christmas Land. And basically it's this, there's a store and there's the front of the store, but then you go to the back and there's this like greenhouse. Basically it's like glass, and you walk through there, and in there is all their trees, like fake trees, real trees, but all their trees and their outdoor decorations. And then you walk into this building. It's like a huge building, and it's 10 rooms. And when I say rooms, I mean like rooms as big as my whole house. And you walk through, and it's like Christmas trees decorated, like in everything you can think of. You can get customized ornaments. I know a lot of places probably have like a store similar to this, but I'm just so excited, and I love going there every year, and it gets me in the Christmas spirit. So I've kind of got all my ornaments and things I need, but I need ribbon definitely for my tree. And I'm just gonna see what speaks to me, what inspiration strikes me while I'm there. It is a little bit more of a pricey store. Like you're gonna go, like you go 5 minutes down the road and you can go to another place and you can buy like picks and stuff for like $6, and they're nice picks. But this is like where I go to get like heirloom pieces. So like I'm gonna buy nice ornaments. I mean, it's not like go to Hobby Lobby and pick out some ornaments, which I love, but it's gonna be more like heirloom pieces. So I'm excited about those. And I'm planning Flosstube, and my plan is on the first day of Flosstube to do a Christmas tree tour. So I'll show you what my tree looks like. I'm very excited about it. I've never done tinsel on my tree before, and I bought tinsel, so yeah. That is what is my excitement right now. I've got all these ornaments finished. I want to finish Marshall. Most of the time I do a very themed Christmas tree, but this year, I don't know. I feel like we're in a new space, and a lot of our stuff is in storage, which like we can easily get out, but it's also like different than it being in the building in the backyard. I can grab whatever I need whenever I need it. Like if I'm like, oh, actually I need this ornament and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's just, it feels different. So instead I'm going to do kind of like red and white, and I've got some vintage ornaments and things like that. And I want to do red and white ribbon throughout the tree. But then I want to do kind of like what I'm calling a kitschy Christmas. I hope you like Christmas. If not, you've probably already clicked out, but this is very in-depth. I love my Christmas tree. I love to decorate for Christmas. It's gonna be like a kitschy Christmas. So basically I'm gonna pick out whatever ornaments I like that I have in my collection. I've bought some vintage ornaments. I'm gonna put all my cross stitch ornaments up there, and then I'm gonna do tinsel. But I feel like the red and the white and the ribbon is gonna be the kind of the glue that holds it all together. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. Yeah, very excited. Normally I decorate the whole house, and I'll decorate like my hutch, and I'll have garlands everywhere, and I'll have wreaths on the windows, and like I go a little crazy. But this year I'm really just gonna do the tree and pull out my mugs and a couple decorations. So I'm really going to all out on the tree. I'm very excited about the tree. I always am, but a little bit more this year. So yeah, I just probably went on for about 5 minutes about that, but yeah, I'm excited, and I'm gonna show that to you, so I can't wait. As soon as it's up, I'll probably wait till after Thanksgiving to film in front of the tree, but all my December videos will be in front of the tree, so I'm very excited about that. The one other thing I wanted to mention is I do apologize for the quality on my last 2 videos. I was having an issue with taking my videos out of my editing software, and for some reason they weren't exporting properly, and so I exported it a different way, which I guess lessened the video quality, which I didn't realize until my last video a few hours after it was uploaded. So I'm gonna hopefully correct that this time, and the quality will be a little bit better, back to what I have been doing. So anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this far, kudos to you. Let me know what your Christmas tree theme is, what your Christmas theme is. Even if you do the same theme every year, what color scheme do you do? Give me all your Christmas tree decor details, because I love that. I just love it. Has anybody been on Decorators Warehouse, their website? Because I want to order everything, and I've really had to stop myself from placing an order, because I'm like, I'm going to Christmas land. You don't need to order everything, but I want to. Hopefully next year we'll be in a house. Like, obviously we're in a house right now, but it's a rental house. Hopefully next year we'll be in like our house. And if so, there's definitely gonna be 2 trees. I'm gonna have a cross stitch tree, and I'm gonna have my cross stitch tree, and like my thought is that's gonna be my kitschy tree. I have my cross stitch tree with like a little bit of tinsel, and then my son will have his tree with his ornaments. And then I'll have my pretty tree. That's my, so actually 3. That's 3. But his is only 3 foot. So it doesn't really. Okay, I'm done talking about Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your Christmas decorations and plans and themes and colors and all that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.